Welcome into Hand Raised Guys, presented by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating. I'm Neal McCready. This is Chase Parham next to me, as you might expect. You probably know him by now. Here in the Clark Ford Studios, getting you ready for Ole Miss and Georgia from Athens, a little less than 23 and a half hours from now. Not 23, 47 and a half hours.
It's going to be a very busy day on the site. We have that. Neal's going to have complete coverage of the closed scrimmage that's private against Houston that day. We've got a lot going on.
So I'm going to get so here's my plan. I'm going to take the MPW Digital jet. Hold on. Don't laugh.
Yeah,
you haven't even heard the plan yet, Parham. My
All right,
God.
go ahead.
I'm going to get up that morning. I'm going to jet to New Orleans. I'm going to cover the closed door scrimmage.
That no one's allowed to talk about, including Chris Beard.
Starts at 10:30.
Okay.
I figure it's going to be over around 12:30. Okay. I need you, listen to me, pay attention. You need to make sure the Wi-Fi on the jet is working because this is critical. While I'm in the air from New Orleans to Athens, I'm going to write basketball. I'm going to land in Athens. Should we get, I don't really want to trust Uber. I'm thinking about getting one of those.
Car service.
A Sprinter van car service. I'll get to Sanford Stadium. I'll cover the game. I'll join you on the postgame show, MPW postgame show, brought to you by Realtree.
And then fly home.
And then I will get back in the car service, back to the airport.
And fly home.
And fly home on the MPW Digital jet.
Yeah, the car service is great. I mean, remember I took one in Atlanta from the hotel that day, even though I didn't mean to. I just got in the guy's car, and I ended up where I was going, so it was fine.
Yeah.
It was a black SUV. It was probably fine.
Yeah. What could have gone wrong?
Might have gotten the map out when we started just to make sure we're headed toward Buckhead, but hey, it's fine.
What could possibly go wrong? So that's the plan for Saturday. You guys want to know where your $864 or whatever it is a month is going? That's where it's going. You're getting me all over the place. When I show up at the closed door scrimmage, the private scrimmage, and after it's over, I say, so Chris, what'd you think of your team's performance? And he says, I can't talk about it.
What'd they give Signetti?
8 years, 11.6 per.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it gets hid by, I mean, we talked about it this morning. We've been talking about it for weeks. The name on the helmet makes you not look at what they've actually done. They have done a lot of investing into that program in Indiana. They've done so much investing to make them more relevant and to give Signetti. Because, look, no matter how good of a coach you are, you have to be able to compete somewhat resource-wise with the people you are competing against. And they have done that very well. In a lot of ways, that athletics department is not getting the level of credit necessary.
So we're brought to you by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating, different names, same great people, products, and services. It's hard to even think about this on a day like today when the high reached 86, I believe. And you go, well, it's not going to cool off anytime soon. I'm not going to be using a heater anytime soon.
It's brisk in the mornings.
And the truth is, you're not going to be using a heater anytime real soon. But when you do need to use the heater,
you want it to work.
You need to know it's going to work.
Yeah.
That it's not going to set your house on fire, that you're not going to have major issues. And so now would be a great time to make that call, make that get done. So you can call Comer if you live in Oxford, Batesville, Tupelo, that area, 662-801-1777 if you live in the Memphis area, North Mississippi, South Haven, Hernando, Olive Branch, those areas. Call Southern, 662-429-4429. We're in the Clark Ford Studios. Clark Ford's in Amory, Mississippi, 662-257-1900 is the number. Call it. Ask for our buddy Corey Clark. Tell Corey what Ford product you're looking for. He'll send you a quote within 15 minutes in business hours. Right to the bottom line. No hassle, no haggle. You get your quote. The rest is completely up to you. You can shop that quote around. You can do what I've done. What I recommend that you do, and that's hop into a Clark Ford today, 662-257-1900. Corey wants to be your car guy. He wants to be your truck guy. He'll prove to you what that means when you make the call, 662-257-1900. You guys can call in today. It's your show on the Campbell Clinic Hotline. From fractures and sports injuries to complex spine and limb conditions, the pediatric orthopedic physicians at Campbell Clinic in Oxford are the only specialized pediatric orthopedic team in North Mississippi providing expert care for growing bodies. Visit CampbellClinicOxford.com to schedule an appointment or call 901-759-3111. Blue Sky's been our title sponsor since basically day one.
Long time.
12, 13 years.
Been a minute since we met in AK's office that day.
Some crazy number. Yeah. If you're traveling this weekend, you want to make sure you stop at a Blue Sky location. What else is going on there, Chase?
Let's say catering stuff. Sweet Daddy's locations, wherever they are, they hook you up with lunch specials, $5.69, couple sides of bread, any size fountain drink. You also can take care of you in the Grove. They got brisket, they got pork, they got side items, desserts, and plenty more there with Blue Sky and Sweet Daddy's. The Western Kentucky logo, just a blob on the side of the helmet. Really not a fan.
No.
They can be cleaner with just the red and white, and I'm better with Western Kentucky and the unis, or even the little towel waving thing that's their logo.
Big thanks to Jason Blakely in the stream contributing to the Jet Fund.
We'll need a few more of those.
Gonna need a little more of those to get us going. But hey,
just smidgen.
You know what? Without that $19.99, we're $19.99 short.
Every journey requires the first step.
So thank you, Jason.
When you're running the ultra marathon and the marathon, the first step, it matters too.
You can't run the second mile if you don't run the first one. That's how it works. I am going to tell Chris when I show up on my dude. I flew my jet here. You're going to have to talk a minute.
You're just
going to have to talk a minute. Yeah. Kelvin will be over there. I'll be, hey, I need to ask you about what you thought about Ole Miss in this private scrimmage.
I mean, you said it the other day. I mean, in all jokes aside, it is a bit of a credit to what Chris Beard, who he is as a coach, that Sampson chooses Ole Miss for this 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Not just once, but twice.
Yeah.
That he's getting the looks that he would want.
Yeah. Houston played for the national title last April.
They are very much a national program.
That sort of means you're probably doing something right.
They're fun. I like Houston.
Yeah, they're good.
They're fun.
He and Chris Beard, I think, are pretty similar. Peas in a pod, sort of.
I think because of what the message board does, how much the fan base enjoys basketball. I'm really looking forward to college basketball season. Where every night we got stuff and we're just kind of following. And a loss is not the end of the world. That's what's cool too. Because like on Saturday, everybody's so damn hyped up because a football loss means something so different.
Are you saying you don't think Ole Miss can go 36-0?
Saying that.
Is that what you're saying? I mean, come on, just own it.
I'm saying that it's not required to go 36-0 is the point. If you do, great, but it's not required. You lose a game and it's all gravy.
Are you ruling it out?
Well, no, I mean, look, they have at least a % chance of winning every game. They do.
It's true.
Just need a little luck. Just need a few coin flips to go.
Just a little luck.
Just need a few coin flips.
Just a little luck.
I mean, that's what Kentucky said going into 15, and they almost pulled it off. I mean, they were 33-0 or whatever when whatever happened.
Austin, to my knowledge, the lines are open. Hopefully there's not a problem. I tested it before we started, so it was working. If someone's trying to call and you're not getting through, please let me know.
I mean, if you put Chris Beard on a polygraph, he's probably not going to go, 36-0. I feel like that is a possibility this season.
Yeah, I think he would tell you that, hey, look, we hope
we like it.
We expect to win every game, but
we're aware of the situation.
I think he would say at some point we feel like we will face some adversity. That's how he would probably phrase that.
The thread on the message board, by the way, of everybody wanting to still know how to kill your moles and your voles, I answered it in the thread, and y'all can keep putting all the stuff in about the traps and the poisons and all that stuff. You get a cat. That's the answer. That's the only answer. It's over right there. If you get an outside cat, get an inside-outside cat, they are killers. There's a reason that house cats are the most efficient predators on the planet. That's true. It's a true stat. You get a cat. The moles are gone. The voles are gone. No problems. You're good.
I'm about to call you on this to make sure.
No, he says hadn't tried yet. He's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Still going to test you real quick.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take the sleep mode off. Go ahead. Hello.
Hello.
All right, we're good.
Well, I mean, you won't hate the cat if he gets rid of the moles and the voles. He's just an outside cat. I'm not telling you to let him sleep in your house.
Yeah, Laura's anti-cat.
What's he going to harm outside? What's he going to do?
No, it's a good point.
He just walks around. He kills things. Now, he might leave them on your doorstep in the morning,
Yeah.
but that's a price to pay for.
How's the cat going to get along with Gus and Rizzo?
Well, he will whip Gus and Rizzo until they leave him alone.
Yeah.
Dog's not winning that fight.
No. Poor old Rizzo. I don't want Rizzo to get beat up.
Well, then leave the cat alone.
How am I supposed to tell Rizzo?
That's what happens. My cat messes with the dog the dog messes with the cat until the cat's finally like, okay, I've had enough. And then he puts his claws in him.
I'd feel sorry for Rizzy.
And the dog feels like he's dying or like he's jumping around and screaming. And
yeah. Come on. I don't want to do that to my guy, Riz.
Don't mess with the cat then.
Well, Rizzo doesn't understand English.
He wants to play.
Hey, who do we have?
Didn't
No, this is William from Jackson. I just had to do the Georgia thing.
Oh, we didn't get that.
Y'all states. Oh, you missed the dog bark.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. What's up?
Well, I was just checking in. I loved on the podcast the other day the comment about bringing dog treats to the Georgia game. I think that I will 100% do that next time I'm able to be in attendance at a Georgia football game.
Yeah.
It is very funny.
I can imagine some of them, the Georgia fans I know.
It's very funny, but be aware.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm reminded of a quote from Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan until I punch them in the face. You know, just thinking about that.
Fair.
Like, you know,
that's a good point. You got to have a good crowd around you to pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, I have a plan until I don't have a plan, and
yeah, there's not really a plan B to that.
Getting bloodied as I walk into the press box is not part of my plan.
Hey, well, I don't have to be in the press box, so
that's fair.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Pro for me.
I've had people telling me that I should do it, and I'm like, no, it's probably not a good idea.
What game are you all looking forward to most this weekend? What do you think is the most interesting game in college football this weekend? You can include the Ole Miss Georgia game, but I'll open up to that. And really, that's what I got.
LSU Vanderbilt.
I think LSU Vanderbilt might be the number one most interesting game because if LSU wins, they are starting to stack some wins that don't look terrible. I mean, the resume's not bad. You still just got the one loss that's not going to harm you at all as long as you don't lose 3 times.
Yeah.
And Vanderbilt can completely announce that even with the one loss, they're not just going away. They're still here as we're getting into late October at this point.
You can't say what you just said about LSU and it not apply to Vanderbilt.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
because if Vanderbilt wins,
losing in Tuscaloosa or Nashville is not going to harm you in Nashville.
Only loss was
to Alabama
in Tuscaloosa. I mean, that's not going to kill them.
I mean, remaining schedule for Vanderbilt. It's really not bad, is it? No.
I mean, it's tough.
It's tough. Next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Who they got?
LSU, Missouri, at Texas.
Yeah.
And then at Tennessee to close.
I mean, it's very difficult.
It's tough.
But
tough schedule.
For now, you'd have to say, well, they're still in it.
Yeah, they would be surviving for another day. Where you start going, okay, can we win the 2 we're supposed to win? They're both at home. Could we pull this off? Could we do that? I mean, we're having the conversation period in late October. Okay. Alabama, Tennessee is very interesting to me on Saturday.
If 3 years ago I had told Vanderbilt you were having a playoff conversation at the end of October, they would have signed up.
No, and they would ask no questions. Fine.
Just signed up.
Yes.
If I'd told Vanderbilt 3 years ago that you'll have a 2-year stretch where you beat both Alabama and LSU, there would be no questions asked. 0 questions. Signed in blood.
Don't care the record. Don't care what else. Done. I think it's LSU Vanderbilt 1, Ole Miss Georgia 2, Alabama Tennessee 3, SC Notre Dame 4, and Auburn Missouri 5.
Yeah, I mean, I ask myself if I would be less interested in Auburn Missouri if I didn't know so many people involved.
And that's why I have it at 5.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
nationally, BYU Utah is up there.
Yeah. I mean, I think the deal with Hughes is inevitable. I am interested to see what they do if they lose. Do you pull the trigger Monday? Because if you do, it's risky. They go to Arkansas next week.
I said you could win a couple weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Once this is over, like Alabama's the only like crater left on the schedule.
It's a big crater. But yes. I don't know. I am interested in that storyline just to see what they do. I'm interested in Florida, Mississippi State. What if Florida wins? Do they give him another week? Do they put it off another week?
They do put it off. They don't fire him after a loss, right?
After a win, you mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think so. But boy, they got really vocal this week. It's a bad look for Florida, I think. I know there's a lot of people asking the question. And
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
And I haven't looked, so I'm basing this off a little bit of word of mouth and just kind of what our board's saying about it. Are you surprised that the reporters covering Florida haven't thrown more names at them at this point?
No. It is the one thing
There's so much oxygen that's only around Kiffin, no matter but I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish the thought, so I'm giving the predicate before you give the subject. But at the same time, nobody really knows anything, and yet nobody's coming off just the simple thing. And when you go why, they only go, well, Florida's a better job than Ole Miss, and that's their only reason. And it's like, okay, that makes no sense. So stop.
Yeah, I mean, I know Philip Marshall, who covers Auburn. His post has been.
He has no idea.
Brought over to our site. My point was this. Look, Philip, legendary journalist. His father was a legendary journalist. I covered Auburn multiple years at the same time with Philip. I competed against him. He is old school in his thought process. And a lot of what he is saying is just, well, historically, Florida's a better job than Ole Miss. And any way you look at it, yes, he would go to Florida. I'm going to be consistent. I've said this for a while. Yes, up until 2020, 2021, was Florida a better job than Ole Miss?
100.
By leaps and bounds. Is it today? I don't know that. I said this about Missouri being a better job than Florida, and it got a lot of people upset at Florida. Missouri's winning. Ole Miss is winning, and Florida isn't. The advantage for Florida historically was, well, there's this wealth of high school players, no question. High school football in Florida is better than high school football in Mississippi.
100.
Hold on, caller. I'm getting to you. Caller, hang on. I'll get to you in a second. High school football in Florida is better than it is in Mississippi. No question about it. With a handful of exceptions, but as a whole, it's not even close.
Of course.
Yet Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss has built a transfer portal program primarily. He played one high schooler last week. He played one freshman last week. One. I always get irritated with people that tell us we're lazy about recruiting. It's not lazy. You can go back and look when we were covering Hugh Freeze. I was the only person on the Ole Miss beat in Crete, Illinois, the day that Laquan Treadwell committed to Ole Miss. I was the only person on the Ole Miss beat sitting down with Beverly Kimdichie in, what was that, Chase? November of 2012?
2012.
And I'll tell you when it was. It was the day after.
Georgia.
It was the day after the NBA opener between the Thunder and the Spurs in San Antonio. The
day before Ole Miss played Georgia.
Yep, the Thunder on Thursday night played San Antonio. It was their first game without James Harden. So we've definitely covered recruiting. We don't cover it breathlessly now because we cover a program that doesn't treat it breathlessly. We literally cover a coach who said sometimes it's best to finish second.
November 2nd, 2012.
There you go. So
It's a 37-10 Ole Miss loss at number 7 Georgia.
Yeah. So that's kind of my point on it. And here's the other part. Historically, Ole Miss wouldn't have paid with Florida. Now that's not the case. Like I said this morning, and I'm going to get to the caller. I said this with Jeffrey and Chase. In a world where Lane Kiffin leaves, whether it's to go to Florida or anywhere else, it won't be because Ole Miss didn't do its part.
In no way.
I mean, in the past, would that have happened? Absolutely. You bet. No question about it. Today, absolutely not. I think Ole Miss is prepared to and will go to a really big number on Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I got a pretty good guess. I'm not giving it, but I got a pretty good guess.
No, I've got a real solid guess. Cignetti's contract today allows me to sort of make a very educated guess. It's in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
Cignetti got 11.6. That range. Hey, caller, go ahead.
Hey, it's JJ from Cleveland. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
What's up?
Good. It's first time caller. Been listener for the last 5 or 6 years. Really
Appreciate
enjoy
it.
y'all's content.
Thank you.
Quick question. Georgia's defense, how's that compared to LSU's defense?
Worse up front,
yeah,
for sure. They don't have a corner like Mansour.
Probably worse on the back end.
Yeah, honestly, worse.
Yeah, not as good.
Now their offense is better.
Yeah. I haven't listened to Pete. I haven't watched Pete's Pigskin yet, but I was just wondering if that was kind of addressed in some of the lead up to the game.
He mostly addressed. He did look at some numbers on Georgia's defense. He mostly focused on Georgia's offense versus Ole Miss defense. He thinks, like I think, that that's where this game's going to be decided. For all the talk about Trinidad Chambliss and Austin Simmons, this game is going to come down to whether Ole Miss's defense, which statistically has not been great, can hold up against Georgia's running game, Georgia's screen game, Georgia's propensity to get mismatches in space against an Ole Miss secondary that frankly hasn't tackled particularly well.
Was I right in watching the game last week? Looks like Washington State ran about 20 screens against us.
They did. They were doing two things. They ran some screens, and they did a lot of, I mean, in theory, screens, but a lot of wide receiver stuff just to simply try to get the ball out in space, which was, they were using it as a running play. But yes, they just were trying to find ways to not do traditional run game. But yes.
And Georgia does that more than any team in the country.
It is nonstop.
It's their bread and butter.
Yeah, I've kind of figured they're going to try to exploit that.
Well, it's just what Georgia does,
I mean,
right?
It's literally it's like, yes, you can use it to exploit because Ole Miss hasn't been good at it, and they're the best at it. Well, it's a lot like back in the day, Sean Payton's the Saints. They were great at the screen game, and it's just what you got over and over and over and over and over again. So when you ran into a team that also couldn't cover it, oh God, it was nightmarish at that point. Look, they're going to have to be very disciplined in that front seven from a screen standpoint, and a hemming in Stockton and not letting him get outside on free release rushes. Like, to me, that's the game. It's, can they tackle in space on screen game, and can they keep Stockton from running for 60, 70, 80 yards in this game because they go in all helter-skelter on a rush, and he gets outside and breaks it for 20, and there's another first down on these third down conversions and stuff like that. They have not been very good at actually getting the quarterback on the ground on those type of plays this season. Taylor Green being the best example to date.
Yeah, and Chase, your breakdown of Stockton's passing chart, he doesn't go down the field very often.
No.
Kind of sticks in between the numbers and in between 10 to 20 yards, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he didn't even really doing a ton 10 to 20. It's really mostly 0 to 10. I mean, it is out of his hand fast. That's all they're worried about. They don't protect like past seasons. Now their run game's good. I think, on the other end of this, it's where Ole Miss's defense to me is the critical nature, because Georgia can run this thing up a little bit offensively if you don't stop them, because they're I guess I'm thinking about it on top of my head right now. They're the most balanced team Ole Miss has played to date.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
and they do a really good job, and they commit to the run. And then when you try to bring people downhill, that's when that screen game really gets after you. So yeah, I think Georgia, we all know them as this big physical team and this great defense, but they're susceptible defensively. It's offense that I think Ole Miss has the biggest challenge on Saturday by far. I think you can score on Georgia. I just don't know about stopping them enough.
Yeah, agreed.
It's why I have Georgia in the 30s in this game.
I can't tell y'all how much I enjoy it.
We appreciate.
Can't tell y'all how much I enjoy your coverage. It's part of my day every day. Thank you.
Thank you, JJ. Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it.
Do it again.
But, just to finish the Kiffin thought, and this isn't being I'm not predicting anything. I think, in fact, I'm predicting he stays. If you told me he left, I would tell you that a job like Alabama opened up and he got it, right? That would be about the only way I would see him leaving for a college job. If you told me he left for a pro job, sure. Miami, Tampa, something like that, sure. But in a world where he decides to leave, it's one of the reasons I'm not doing the whole gnashing of teeth thing. In a world where he decides to leave, he decides to leave, whether that's now or in a year or 2 years or 8 years or whatever. I mean, all you can do as a program is to try to do everything you can to give someone the resources to want to stay. At some point, you can't make them stay. If he ever decides that he wants to leave because he thinks it's time in his career to leave, I don't think there's much you can do about it other than thank him for the time and wish him well. But I personally don't think Ole Miss is there yet. It would be, given the documentary and all the things that have been said over the last year, it would be a weird look to walk away now.
100%.
Hey, who's this?
What's up, guys? It's Tupelo.
Hey, Tupelo, how are you?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Great.
That's good. So a little off topic. I work in the insurance business, and just in the world of finances and stuff. I'll be honest, I don't know how anyone can afford it anymore.
Afford what specifically? Going to games?
Just anything. Like, I'm seeing these insurance prices go up, and it's ridiculous what it's about to be at the start of the new year. I mean, it's borderline. I don't know. It's pretty bad. But anyway, that was just on my mind. I was looking over some stuff. But do y'all think that with the Cignetti contract extension being announced today, do you think if Kiffin does get an extension, will it come out before the season ends, or is that something that he'll do at the end of the year? Or, I mean, I know it doesn't matter. I'm not being like I'm upset that he may leave or whatever, but I'm just asking because I kind of thought that was interesting timing coming out 2 days before a game, which I don't really know if it matters.
I could see it coming out prior to the end of the season if both sides are good with that. I guess I'm just thinking this out loud, and I don't know that Ole Miss cares because, frankly, they've been great. I mean this in a very positive sense of not caring about PR in any way, just making the decision that you want to make. I mean, they did that with hiring Lane and Beard and everything. It's a little bit probably of a weird look if you give him $12 million and they get beat and miss the playoffs a week later.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I would have in my mind. And you can't think like that necessarily, but at the same time, that would look odd to me for whatever reason. Again, it's your mileage whether you care or not. At the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. But still, that's you make him the 5th highest paid coach in the country, and Ole Miss doesn't have a playoff berth after being in these two situations 2 years in a row. It's at least nationally, you're gonna get some flack for that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, I think just to piggyback on Chase, I mean, if you think about a scenario where you announce some big contract extension and then he loses at home to South Carolina, or you announce a big contract extension and he loses at home to Florida, or probably y'all's very worst nightmare,
in Starkville.
He loses in Starkville and you've given him all this money, and now the contract becomes a laughing joke as opposed to letting the season play out, whatever it is, and then you do the deal that you think makes the most sense. And doing a defensive deal usually ends up kind of backfiring. You don't make a deal because you do a deal because the deal makes sense for you and for them, and you don't do a reactionary, precautionary deal. You do a deal because it makes sense to do it. And I mean, I think obviously it makes sense for Ole Miss, and I think Lane probably feels like it makes sense for him too. But I mean, I said this morning also. I mean, the one thing, if you're any coach, I mean, you when you have leverage, you should use it, because in that profession, there will typically come a time when you don't have leverage. I mean, you lose a few games and you don't have leverage. So I don't know. These things have a way of playing out in a way that it's not a distraction to his team as of today. I mean, is there a world where he gets asked about it? He's not going to get asked about it until Billy Napier's fired. Right? So as of today, Billy Napier's the coach at Florida. Lane has a super easy answer to that question that would piss a lot of people off, but it would be the answer, which is, I don't know what you're talking about. Florida has a coach.
Yeah, it is funny times though. You got a head coach just in general that can go into the locker room and say he got a contract extension, and the 19-year-old starting quarterback can walk up to the coach and say, "Hey, I just got one too," and everything's perfectly normal.
Yeah, I mean, and I know everyone does the recruiting thing. I will say this again. I think we've got to start acknowledging that we're living in a different era. The days of the kid asking the coach, "Hey, are you going to be there for 5 years?" Shit, the kids don't. I mean, right now, the kid's not going to be there for 5 years. What are we talking about? I mean,
well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and it's twofold reason. One, the player can just go with the coach, or two, the player can get paid more to end up staying. So,
I mean,
it's a double reason.
Yeah, it's just there's a tendency of people in our field, and I always feel I hate when I do this because people think that I'm pointing at individual people, and I promise I'm not. I just think there's a tendency in our field to be very stubborn about narratives and not acknowledging that we live in an ever-changing, fast-changing landscape where the things that led to young people's decisions just 5 years ago don't necessarily exist that much anymore. I mean, I'm quoting Lane Kiffin. Lane said parents used to sit in the room and ask about degrees and stuff, and now they just ask how much is the kid going to make. I mean, that when it's his words, not mine. It's Lane Kiffin's words, not mine. That are, hey, sometimes you're better off to finish second and let the other team overpay. His words. I didn't say that. I mean,
it worked out for Keewan Lacey, and for personal reasons, I like Missouri. It's fun when they're good, but I mean that worked out, letting him go, and a year later, he's probably the best running back.
Yeah, well, and it worked out.
He's top 3 running back in the league.
It worked out for Missouri to let Ahmad Hardy cut his teeth at ULM. It worked out for Ole Miss for Wyatt Williams Jr., who's from Mississippi, to cut his teeth at ULM. I mean, the examples just go on and on and on.
Auburn didn't have this with Antonio Kite, and suddenly he's been a pretty good lockdown guy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's funny that you said that, because the recruiting world's changed so much. I didn't even know Wyatt Williams was from Mississippi.
I take it back. He's from Lake Providence, Louisiana. My bad.
But
same point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway.
He played. The reason I thought that is he played JUCO ball in Mississippi. So that
was a big deal at one time.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when everybody would have been recruiting the hell out of the JUCOs. That no one really does that anymore. Now that you go from JUCO to the group of 5 and then you go up, just different times.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll let you guys go. Neal, we're 5 days away. Tip-off's Tuesday night. I'm excited. But Chase, I got a question as I hop off. I asked in your Ask Me Anything thread, but I'm curious, do you think the Saints have realized what this year is, and will they make some trades? And I've seen some stuff floated about the Chiefs maybe making a trade for Kamara. I think that'd be perfect for us. I mean, obviously you would probably think so as well, but just to get your thoughts. But I'll hang up and listen. Y'all have a good night.
it's one of those deals where you would think at some point Mickey Loomis would have the survival instinct, and the only way to survive would be to blow it up and try to act like a normal human being.
Survive?
Yet,
Mickey Loomis ain't going nowhere.
I mean, he didn't just have compromising photos. He's got the negatives. I mean, he's got the cloud. I mean, the whole deal.
Got video of stuff going on.
I mean, look, even with the Tyler Shock thing, I mean, just a complete catastrophe. And I get he wasn't a first round pick, but still, it just no, I don't believe that Mickey Loomis is fully ingrained in where we need to be as a franchise until he hands over a pink slip or something happens in that regard. My trust and confidence in him
slanderous
is at a bit of an all-time low at this point. I mean, I'm not convinced we're not going to give Spencer Rattler some great extension here at some point.
It's a thought.
I mean, look, I saw a couple, I'm saying media members loosely, but some Saints Twitter accounts that have credentials going, well, he's really looked at a franchise quarterback the last 3 weeks. I'm going, oh my God, you people. As we say, there's a reason why some teams suck.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed. There's a reason why some teams are really good and some franchises are really good, and there's a reason why some franchises suck.
Hey, caller, who do we have?
It's Austin from Fairhope. How we doing, guys?
Hey, Austin, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. I wanted to hear the end of Chase's rant about the Saints.
I like rant.
Idiots decided to beat the Giants. That was pretty stupid. Not a rant. Sorry,
I was pissed. Okay, I mean, I was sitting at a freaking bar in Florida while I had this Saints fan next to me at the bar going about how Spencer Rattler was better than Dart and was a franchise player moving forward. Like, I'm like, you people.
Yeah.
You people.
What an idiot.
Oh, no. I had to move.
Yeah, that was so dumb. What are you doing? Just let the guy get the win, stay defeated, and get the draft pick.
Yes.
Stay defeated. Yes, that should be on a T-shirt. Well, because here's the problem. There's so many teams that suck right now, you can't even get a top 4 pick. The Jets had negative 10 passing yards on Sunday. At least they're in on it. They get what the score is.
Is that the only time that's ever happened? Has it ever happened before?
Well, I don't know because, the NFL does the whole passing yards or like sacks or negative yards. So that played a large role in it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it can't be many.
I'm going to tell you both you Saints fans something. Just so you know.
Yes.
In Game 7 of the NBA Finals, when Chet Holmgren kind of put it away in the fourth quarter, made the 3, drove, got the dunk, had the 2 block shots, I thought, all that tanking was worth it. The payback came in spades on that lovely Sunday night.
The same Chet Holmgren that when he got hurt in October, you sat here in that chair and told me how the season was done and they had no chance. They were probably going to miss the playoffs and it was all for naught and the whole shebang there at that point.
Well, at that point, I didn't know that the great Jalen Williams, actually both.
The Santa Clara ones or the Arkansas one?
Actually, both. The Santa Clara one especially would line up as a center for the better part of 15 games.
And handle it.
And had I known that, I'd have said, well.
He's the better Jalen Williams?
The one from Santa Clara?
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, Jalen Williams from Santa Clara is a top 10 NBA player.
Okay.
Jalen Williams from Arkansas is probably, in all seriousness, you're going to laugh when I say this, he's the best third-team center in the league. And
you got to have one.
And he's a good enough player to be.
So his roster spot is safe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They gave him an extension.
Okay.
He's a good enough player to be usable in stretches during a season with an injury or something.
And he's
a phenomenal.
And he was okay to be that instead of trying to go to a lesser team and move up in the rotation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's smart enough to know that he can be a legend there because he's beloved.
Okay.
Great clubhouse guy, locker room guy, all that stuff.
So how many minutes a night does he play?
In the regular season? Yeah. Oh, he'll get 15 to 20.
Oh, he will.
In the playoffs, he won't get many at all.
Okay.
But in the season, no, they'll play him. I mean, I don't say that as a sarcastic thing. I mean, you have to have a third or fourth big in the league to survive 82 games, and he's probably the best third big.
Okay, that's fine.
Interesting. Neal, I've gotten more, and this is not a knock because I know people get pissed off at you about it. I don't really care. I find it entertaining. Sorry, language. I've gotten more NBA content from you over the years than I think I've ever gotten on my own ever.
I will tell you, and I said this on McCready and Siskey, I started it today. Starting 5 season 2 on Netflix so far is awesome.
Oh, I listened. Yeah, I heard you talking about that, talking about how James Harden doesn't need to lie.
Yeah.
I did watch playoffs playoff basketball this past year, which I never do. But no, maybe I have to give it a watch. Is this the last question about the Saints? Is this a dumb thought? My whole thing when Dart was getting drafted, I did not want him to go to the Saints because I was like, they're going to ruin him.
I know.
I would buy a Dart Saints jersey in a heartbeat, but they're going to ruin him.
I was worried he was going to go to Cleveland and get ruined because.
But yes, no. I mean, I made the joke, but I was kind of halfway serious, given where the Saints are in their, because they're not even really in the rebuild yet, because they won't close the window financially to get in the rebuild. No, it.
God, they're idiots.
No, I did not want them to take Jackson Dart, and it was for Jackson's sake, not New Orleans' sake.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
I fully get what you're saying.
Okay.
I want them to play Spencer Rattler right now, and I'm a little worried he's too good. Sentence I just said.
They need to put the kid they drafted.
Oh, play the
this
Louisville
year.
kid, please. He sucks. He's awful.
Well, then you should play him.
Oh, he's terrible.
Then you should play him.
Yeah.
He is so bad.
They should.
In the tank, I told you in the tank year, sometimes like different people would kind of get going. I'm like, get him out. Put the bad players
when
in.
they get the hot hand, take them out.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, he hit 3 threes in a row. Get his ass.
Oh, I mean, we were watching I think it was Thunder Lakers, and Lindy Waters III made 2 or 3 threes in a row, and Carson was in here. He goes, get him out. Get him out now. He's got to go. I'm like, you're damn right. He's got to go sit. Put somebody in who's going to just brick shots.
He's a Spur now.
I think Lindy's a Spur. Yeah.
All right, I got 2 other quick things, and then I'll get off of here and let somebody else call. So I'm personally, I'm not worried about Kiffin going to Florida. I think at this point, to your point, Neal, after everything that with the E60 and all that, I think if he left this year, that would just be really wild and unexpected. If he leaves down the road, you know what? You've done great things for the program. Hope it, goes well. Now, after the 22 season when all the Auburn stuff was going down.
Yeah.
Just because of the way he played it and the way he managed it and handled it, by the end of it, I was like, all right, if you're going to go. Like it was driving me crazy. I don't know. I know I have some friends that felt the same way, but that was how I felt at that point in time. But the Florida thing and this year, I think they'll do whatever they can to keep him.
Oh,
and I think he wants to stay.
Absolutely. And look, they did a lot to keep him in 2022, but that was before. He had not been here all that long, and that was before. I think that was before his daughter had just gotten here. Chris wasn't here yet. There was a lot of stuff that hadn't gone down yet that's gone down since that.
Right.
And stuff that frankly I don't necessarily always feel that comfortable talking about because it feels like I'm invading someone's privacy, but I mean, he has a lot of relationships. I started to say friendships, but I don't really know whether they're friendships or not. But he has a lot of comfort here that he didn't have in November of 2022.
Right.
I mean, Knox is here now. Knox is a sophomore in high school.
Yes.
Let me rephrase that. Knox is a 2028. I'm being sarcastic. Knox is a sophomore in high school. He just moved here. He's been here for basically a year.
The situations aren't even in the same stratosphere.
Yeah, it's just totally
different.
I think Landry's finishing she's a junior now.
She's a junior.
She's got she's not going to transfer before her senior year of college. I mean, at some point you do have to make decisions, but like, I don't know what your lot in life is in terms of kids. I don't know if that's the right term. Austin, but like when my kids were in high school, moving would have been really difficult
miserable
just to do to my children, right? And you know, like in 2 years when Knox graduates high school, you know, like last year Carson graduated high school. I mean, I was pretty open about it. I mean, we conversed about doing other things because there was no other kids to think about. We didn't have to think about, well, you know, Carson's a captain on his soccer team. What happens if we move? We don't have to do any of that now because he's not, you know, I mean, in our house, we're not dealing with that. So, you know, Lane's not, just because he's a multimillionaire head football coach doesn't mean that he's immune from those same things. And so, I mean, it would be a weird time in his life to pick up and move to a different college program. And
that's not better.
Yeah.
That's not today better. Like, again, I mean, I'm not planting a seed here. I'm just being real. I mean, if you told me that Alabama opened up and that Alabama came after Lane Kiffin, I would say on this podcast, I think he's going to go if he gets it. And I would. But Alabama and Florida are not the same creature. And I don't, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, Alabama's got incredible facilities and all of the stuff that they have, and Florida's behind on a lot of those things.
Yeah, when I think about places he would go, and obviously y'all and Siskey would know this way better, but I'm like, okay, Ohio State, Texas, Alabama. I'm probably missing a few. I don't know. Would he go to LSU if it? You know,
I mean, it had to be on the list.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you'd have to at least, if you were an Ole Miss person, you'd have to at least worry about LSU. I mean, there's a look that people don't like this sometimes, I guess. There's an aura and a mystique around that job that's real. And, you know, you can win championships there.
Sure.
Les Miles won a championship there. Yeah. Ed Orgeron may have built the best team in the history of the sport there. I mean, it's a great job.
Which is wild.
Yeah, it is. It can be.
Is Whit Weeks out this weekend? He's hurt, right?
Is that right?
Moscona led with that on his show this morning that they didn't. Well, something about Weeks' health.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
We could call Landry and ask, I guess.
Oh, sure. Could we? I'm gonna send her a message on TikTok or something. See if she responds.
Oh man. Okay.
Sorry.
A little bit of a subject change. Neal, Carson would appreciate this. I went to a Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid soccer game while we were over there on our trip, and it was insane.
He would most definitely appreciate that. Yeah, he would geek out.
So Atletico Madrid was home. It was at the Riyadh Air Stadium, and the Real Madrid fans around them, like where their section was, you know, like the nets that go down first base and third base at a baseball game, had those kind of nets surrounding them so that Atletico Madrid fans couldn't throw stuff at them.
Oh, wow.
It was wild. Atletico Madrid won. It was a great game, like 5-2, but that atmosphere, it was my first European soccer game to go to. Picked a great one, and it was nuts.
Oh, I bet it was intense. Yeah, it's to say that's on his bucket list to go to European soccer is an understatement.
Yeah, my wife, when we picked the dates, I looked at the dates, I'm like, we got to see if we can go to a Madrid game. I don't care if it's Real Madrid, Atletico, whatever. Found one where they were playing each other, and she was like, you know, she went to Alabama, so she's used to that environment, but she was even saying, wow, that was an intense environment. That was awesome.
Were the tickets hard to get?
I mean, hard to get because they're expensive, or hard to get because of demand. I mean, they weren't cheap.
No, just hard to get your hands on. Period.
No, because we had planned it. So I mean, we left like September 25th or 26th. I think we bought those tickets like at the end of July. So we planned it far enough in advance, and I had done some research. You know, should we buy it this far in advance, or should we wait? Well, if you wait, you might be able to get them cheaper, but then you run the risk of not being able to get them at all.
Yeah.
Which for that game, you know, 8 weeks out, I was like, no, forget that. I'm willing to pay for it just to make sure we get seats.
Yeah, I was asking because it's something that we talk about a little bit.
We talk
about Carson and I going to. He wants to go see Chelsea.
Okay. No, I don't. I mean, I would assume it would be similar, but yeah, we bought them about 2 months in advance, and I think we used StubHub International. They've got a U.S. version and an international version.
Yeah.
But no, it was not super difficult. Now, what I will say, they had the date on the StubHub website, but then when you buy the tickets, at least that far in advance, like, hey, this date is subject to change within like a two or 3 day period. So the game actually switched to a day earlier than what we originally thought it was going to be when we had purchased the tickets. Like they didn't tell us what day it would be until maybe 2 weeks before we left, and then it gave us the time. Now, I don't know if that's just that league, if that's a Spain thing or what, but that I wasn't expecting that, and we ended up having to move another excursion thing we had going on, had to move it around, but it all worked out. But it was definitely worth it.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Last thing I got, we got the petition out, and then we struck while the iron was hot.
Yeah.
And then we beat LSU, and then I probably wouldn't have been able to call on the hand raise guys that quickly after, but we definitely did not hit our 10,000 signatures yet.
It's a great disappointment. I'm disappointed in the Ole Miss people, in the fan base. Lane Kiffin can take shots at the student section. I feel like I can say this. I mean, this is a lack of commitment.
We didn't get Lane involved.
Would Lane get involved in that? It seems. He's a social media guy, but I mean, Chase, you got that kind of pull?
It feels antithetical to something that he would do. Now it is fair to ask, and I'll ask it right here. Why is Mike Bianco not involved in this?
He's not made any move whatsoever.
That's a good point.
It is a good point.
He was unable to come to the book signing a few weeks ago, and he did send a text, go, hey, if you need something, let me know. So I guess this would be.
There you go.
I mean, he did open up that at least potential. I mean, he offered.
He provided
the moving of a favor if needed. Yes.
There you go.
Well, I think you know what favor to ask for, Jake.
I mean, it feels like we're onto something here. I mean.
So I'm thinking.
I mean, you wrote a book and everything. Now you've written 2 books.
Yeah.
Pretty favorable.
That's got to give you some kind of credit.
I mean, it should. Have you reached out to Cammie? Because Cammie could go to Mike and go, listen.
You think that's where the string is?
Well, I mean, that is in a lot of people's homes. Mike's not immune to that, I'm guessing. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Whole deal.
The whole. I mean, I'm guessing inside the home, she's got some pull.
Some pull.
I'm just guessing out loud. I mean,
it's fair.
Pretty prominent.
Probably a lot of pull.
Prominent figure here in Oxford. Very civically involved. She could pull some strings.
Yeah, no, I told you it's my hot take. Her name might be on the stadium one day. It's been my hot take.
Her name's on the stadium. Maybe we're not asking for your name on the broadcast booth. We're just asking for your presence one time for you to have a Lou Gehrig moment. Let's see. I mean, it's up to you to make something happen.
Lou Gehrig moment, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not asking for them to like make you the full-time voice of the Rebels or something. We're asking for you to have an opportunity.
Kid game.
A debut.
And with
Little
that
Rock.
Opportunity, who knows what happens?
Right.
Southeast Missouri.
If you crash and burn, you crash and burn. I mean, it's
not the word for
it's
me.
the Eminem thing, If you only get one shot, one opportunity, mom spaghetti, all that stuff. And that's all we're asking for.
Is that the way that goes?
I can pull up the lyrics if you'd like, but I mean,
it's
all that
like
even from the same
he
song?
roughly got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you only had one shot, one opportunity, would you take it or would you let it? Would you let it
guys,
go?
I'm a log off. Let someone else get a call in. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Austin.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
The rhymes won't come out. How's it go?
That part again or later?
Just the next part, the next
He's
stanza.
nervous, but on the surface, he was calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting that he wrote down what he wrote down. The whole crowd gets so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking. How? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up.
It's over, pal.
Yeah.
Snap back to
Blow.
reality.
Snap back to reality. Oop,
Here
there's
comes
the gravity.
gravity,
Yeah. There goes gravity.
There goes gravity.
Yeah, we'd miss a lot of the connect words.
you know.
We wouldn't get them all right. Is there a rap song you think you can get all the way through without missing a word?
No. Without
How close?
Not without, like, if it were playing. If it were playing in my, like, I actually could hear the music, I might get close to some stuff.
Like I say, there's a couple that I think I could get really close, but I'm sure I would miss a lyric here or there. I think so.
Hey, caller, who do we have?
This is Clutch.
What's up, Clutch?
Well, two things. Number one, I hadn't called in a long time, but I'm always in the stream or whatever. And I gotta thank both of y'all, along with Tyler, Jeffrey, everybody. I just recently moved back to Mississippi about a year ago, but I was gone for 6 years away at school and moved off and thought I had the world figured out. Relatively young guy, but y'all got me through some hard days when I was homesick and missing home, missing Mississippi. So I appreciate it.
Well, it's very nice of you. Thanks. I'm glad we were able to help.
Yeah. And the second thing is to all those people that give Tyler Siskey a hard time with the binoculars deal and all that stuff. We did as the Ole Miss fan base. We got to cut that stuff out because he gave us a lot of good memories that we just tend to forget sometimes. A lot of those players on that 2013 class, he was the guy that was very instrumental to getting those players and signing those players. And we give him crap because he did his job at Alabama. He did his job.
Well, and some of the guys that were big parts of that first Lane Kiffin Sugar Bowl team were Tyler Siskey recruits. And that day in Tuscaloosa,
2 different eras were affected.
And that day in Tuscaloosa, and I've said this to people, and I mean, he was doing his job. And there aren't too many people in that field that in 2014, 2015 get an offer from Nick Saban and say no. Let's be real. So
and whatever he was doing or not doing did not change that final score.
That team wasn't winning that day.
Neal and I could have coordinated that day and had it be whatever it is.
Yeah, and and we have a resource with him that he does give us a little peek behind the curtain that a lot of fan bases don't get. He's been in those rooms and in those meetings.
He does that, and he also lets you know what a coach is thinking, because sometimes it's different, and people can argue it, but that is what a coach is thinking in a moment. I find that as valuable as anything sometimes to go, okay, can't argue with it. It's the way they think.
He's been in those rooms. I haven't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, appreciate that. Absolutely.
That was it. Just they get on my nerves with that stuff. It's probably the same people that's talking about Arch Manning's terrible and all this other stuff.
Well, I mean,
because he didn't go to Ole Miss.
I'm going to also say this for Tyler. He took a lot of heat for saying after the Arkansas game that if they were both healthy, the guy he would go with is Austin Simmons. And here we are 2 days away from this Georgia game, and there's suddenly a lot of buzz that Austin Simmons might see the field again. So, in a world where Austin Simmons comes out and plays on Saturday and does anything productive, I mean, Tyler's not going to be the guy to come back out and go, I told you so. But, I mean, he could, It's one of those deals where, this isn't ripping on Chambliss at all. None. I like Trinidad. He seems like a great kid. But for some reason, it's like there's almost a cultish thing that's being built around him to where he's not criticism's not the right word, but where you can't even acknowledge that there are some things that he doesn't do well. And there are some of those things are things that Austin does do well. Now, Austin does some things that Trinidad does better. And I mean, I'm sure Lane would love to figure out a way to morph them into one quarterback and then completely eliminate outside noise, but that doesn't work. So, I agree with Chase. I think, and like you said, I think Tyler's a tremendous resource for us.
Yes, and regardless of what people think, not going to completely dox myself here, but I also coach football. That's what I do. That's my profession. So he's the most arm talented quarterback that's been there since Eli Manning.
Talking about Simmons?
Period. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
He's better than Chad. He's better than that part of it is what drives me insane. Like, okay, we got Chambliss. I don't see how you can take him off the field. You can't take him off the field. But at the same time, we sit here and say, "Oh well, Simmons, he's a turnover machine. He played 4 games and turned the. I mean, he's never started. He had one drive in his entire career that was playing against SEC players.
Yep.
Right. But I mean, it is what it is. People aren't going to wake up to that stuff. They got their opinions. That's their opinion. But I'm gonna hang up and. But I appreciate y'all taking my call.
No, appreciate you. Call more.
Thank you very much. Brewers fail to score in the first.
Oh, good grief.
It's too bad. What a shame. It's just me and Satan.
Is it the best logo in baseball?
It is a great logo.
It's the best logo in baseball.
It's a great logo.
Look, he said something nice about the Brewers.
That's all I'll say. Earlier today, I was told that I was being satanic for cheering for the Dodgers in this series, and so.
You want a jersey?
A Dodgers jersey?
No, the Brewers with the logo.
No, I do not.
But it's a good-looking logo.
It is a good-looking logo.
We can put your own name on the back. We can get you a personalized one.
No, I'm good.
What number would you put on the back?
I'm partial to number 9.
Are you really?
In baseball.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I just like it. Always have.
Who have been 9s?
With the Cubs, it was Damon Berryhill. Was number 9 for a while.
Well, that's random.
It was pretty random.
I
like Damon.
He was a Brave for a while.
He was a Brave for a while too. Sure was.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the number. I like the way that number looks.
I mean, yeah.
Carson wore number 9 his senior year. Just
pulling for the Dodgers. I mean, he's like pulling for the man. Like he's pulling for the IRS. Like he wants.
Earlier today, you said
I'm
pulling for Satan. I mean,
so we've come off of it a little bit.
I mean, I could have taken that personally, but I didn't. Okay, I'll roll with it. Hey, who do we have?
Hey guys, it's Vibin.
What's up, Vibin?
Not much. How are y'all? Neal, you were really all in on just Milwaukee Brewers die this week, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I want them to lose as badly as possible and as quickly as humanly possible, and let's be done with this. Absolutely. If they lose tomorrow night in Game 4 in Georgia, what did Jeffrey call the Auburn game? A champagne game? I might order a glass just to celebrate the demise. I'm a little petty.
It's very weird, too, because I think Chase pointed it out. There's a weird patch, segment of Brewers fans down here just because they own the Shuckers.
Yeah, there is. There's no doubt about that. I've had multiple people mention being fairly sensitive positively to the Brewers because of the Shuckers connections from South Mississippi.
Now, I used to cheer for Milwaukee because I actually met their general manager. I think his last name's Stearns.
Yes.
I want to say he's the GM of the Mets now.
That's right, David Stearns.
Yeah,
yes.
I met him at Ole Miss a couple times. He's a nice guy. But other than that, I mean, I don't really have a pro baseball team, so I'm at the point where I just watch playoff baseball because it's playoff baseball.
Sure. I mean, it is great. It is typically great theater. I mean,
I'm kind of just really for the Mariners, and outside of that, I don't know that I care that
now,
much.
Whoever wins the AL is who I will cheer for in the World Series.
Yeah. So you will go against the beloved Dodgers at that point?
Yes.
It's okay?
Yes. The Dodgers will have done
Don't you have a Dodgers cap?
I have a Dodgers jersey.
Is it a jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
could go try to find it, but I'm not exactly sure.
Where's
where
that
it is.
Cardinals jersey you wore to the press conference stuff?
I gave it away to a Cardinals fan.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Had to wear it for a week.
Did you sign it?
I did not. I was not asked to sign it.
Okay.
It's a David Freese jersey.
Chase, you'll laugh at this. I jokingly, I might do it now because he told me he might burn it. I told my brother I was going to get him a Spencer Rattler jersey for Christmas.
I mean, it's a collector's item. Be a throwback one day. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, look, I've got a couple
it'll
really,
be like
really
the Aaron
random
Brooks.
jerseys from back in the Saints days of the old school.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's some.
I've got some random. I got some
Hurley's
random
and the
Cubs
Aaron
jerseys.
Brooks. My brother still has his Kyle Turley jersey. He has not thrown it away.
Kyle Turley.
And that's an old
amazing.
one,
That's a blast from the past.
I think my strangest one, and I would have been a kid. I'd have been like 12 years old or something. I have a Saints Troy Davis jersey. He was a running back out of
Wisconsin.
Iowa State.
Was it Iowa State?
Iowa State.
Okay.
Yeah. Got that. No, I've got that one. I actually think I know where that one is. Mario Bates, running back from back in the day.
Shohei's so good.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, he went to Arizona State, I believe, if I have that right on top of my head.
Would that have been like 90s Saints?
Yeah. This is all 90s Saints. Yeah. Like
Oh, okay.
mid-90s.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, I'm showing my age a little bit, but yeah. Like the only three
Neal,
that I know where they are that I haven't worn one in a while, but I've got a Deuce, a Breeze, and I've got an Archie throwback. Are the three that I know like where they are right now that would be available to me if I wanted to put one on.
I've got the old Reebok Deuce, Reggie Bush, and then Marcus Colston. And I think I still have the Drew Brees Super Bowl one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a I do have a
black Super Bowl
Breeze
jersey
sign
is
that I have never framed that I probably should do something with. It's just in my closet, but I have that too.
Shohei
Neal,
triples, Mookie
How
doubles.
far did you have to go for media days? Where did they have it this year?
It was in Mountain Brook at the Grand Bohemian, so it was about 2 hours and 40 minutes. It was a
okay.
It was a full.
That's not too bad of a haul.
It wasn't too bad. It was a full day trip, but it wasn't bad. I left the house about 7 and got back about 5:40. It was a full.
Now, are you driving or flying to Norman next weekend?
Well, it just depends on whether the MPW jet's fueled back up. If it is, I mean, I'll probably just take the jet real quick. No, I'm driving. I'm actually driving to Norman on Thursday. We'll do the show next week on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty long haul, isn't it? I've never driven to Oklahoma before, so I don't even know how far that is.
It's 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's a good 8 too. I mean,
okay, that's not as bad as I
a
thought.
worker like 8.
It would be more like 12.
And it's not 8. And when you say 8, it's not 7.5 to 8. It's full 8. It's 8 and change.
Were you able to get much from Beard and the players about how they think they're going to look so far, or do you still think it's too early?
I mean, I kind of have a feel for how they think, but I haven't seen enough yet. I mean, I know that, I know there's some people that want like a big thorough roster breakdown, and I just don't feel like I'm capable of doing that yet. Like we just haven't seen enough practice. I haven't seen any practice. I've talked to players.
I don't know if they know what their rotation is yet. That's the thing.
Oh, I don't think they do. They'll have a better idea after Saturday, and then they'll have a much better idea after next Sunday, and then a week later they play, and they've got some games early where he's going to play multiple people. I mean, he's going to if you earn playing time in practice, you're going to get opportunities, and they'll figure it out. I mean, they have more depth than they've had in the past, and so he's acknowledged that he's got more players, which is good. It also means that some guys aren't going to get the minutes that they want, and you start dealing with whether players can put team first and those kinds of things. And so there's a lot of that. To say that story is in the early chapters is an understatement of massive proportion, right?
Yeah, I mean, what you said, they have more depth, and I think the roster is more versatile. I've told people this. I got a little pushback. There's going to be some non-con games where I think they just kind of get pushed around. when they're still finding like the identity of the team?
Yeah, I don't know, because this is,
Like-
like so much college basketball early is teams full of teams like Ole Miss where you have 75% of the rosters new. I mean, you don't. It's where I think actually he has an advantage early because of his JUCO experience, his D2, D3 experience, where he's used to sort of throwing a team together and going. I mean, he's very good in preseason. He's incredibly good. Saw Seth Greenberg tweeted this today. He's incredibly good about maximizing practice minutes. They don't have a lot of practice waste. Andy Kennedy told me once that Chris Beard runs the best practices he's ever seen. And Andy's seen a lot of really good practices. That year that Andy was working SEC Network for ESPN between Ole Miss and UAB, he did the really smart thing, right? He knew he wanted to get back into coaching. He knew that the TV gig allowed him some access, and his friendships allowed him access. And he went to a lot of college practices. He went to some NBA practices. I think he went to see the Thunder practice with Billy Donovan. He did a lot of that. So he saw a lot, picked up some things, but he's always been super high on Chris's ability to organize and maximize a practice. I mean, there's some really good coaches that he's seen practice, and for him to put Beard at the top tells you something.
Yeah, I'm going to be very interested. Also, this is very random out of the blue. Has the SEC just decided they're going to have a tournament in Nashville every season now?
I hope so.
Oh,
For basketball?
Okay. This is the selfish, basketball. This is me selfish. I wish they would just have it in New Orleans one year.
Yeah, they did. Not too long ago. I guess AK was still the coach. It's been a minute. Time flies.
In New Orleans?
Yeah, they had it at New Orleans Arena where the Pels play. That arena sort of sucks.
The Nashville Sports
does.
Council says that they're going to make Nashville the home of the SEC men's basketball tournament through 2035.
Yeah.
Currently for the
Well,
current
there
deal.
you go. There's my answer.
I mean, have you been to the one in Nashville?
Oh, God, no. Hell, Nashville from the coast is just too far to
Well,
drive
here's the
for
thing.
me.
Here's the thing, Vibe. And if you ever get a chance to go in Nashville, you should go, and you'll walk out of there going, "Oh, I get it."
Now, is that where the hockey team plays?
Yes,
Predators?
it's where the Preds play, and it's right there.
Okay.
There's like literally Broadway is right there. Bars, restaurants, so many hotels.
Oh, wow.
So you have so many hotels for fans. You have so many hotels for teams. You can put all of the teams within just a very quick little bus ride. I mean, quick of the practice. In Nashville, you've got the Vanderbilt.
They'll be there in like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, or less. You've got the Vanderbilt gym they can practice in. You've got the Lipscomb gym they can practice in. You've got the Belmont gym they can practice in. It makes a ton of sense, and it's easy to get to. And then look, let's be real. An SEC basketball tournament, you build it around Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And it's right there.
And it's right there, man. And they bring so many people, and it makes the atmosphere really unique because the rest of the league's cheering against Kentucky, and Kentucky's cheering for Kentucky, and it feels cool. It really does.
Well, last year they were cheering for Ole Miss. When they played Arkansas. That was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Last year when Ole Miss played Arkansas,
yeah, all the Kentucky
lot of the cheers were coming from Kentucky fans.
Yeah, because they were cheering against Cal, and it was a great environment. I mean, there were a lot of Arkansas people there. It was a cool environment. It really is. I mean, that game was a Thursday game. Ole Miss and Arkansas was a Thursday game, like at 2:00, and that environment was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, that, and both of those teams already knew they were going to the tournament. Turns out both of those teams went to the Sweet 16. It was big time, man. I mean, Chris Beard, John Calipari, two good teams, a lot of really good players on the floor.
The winner's going to go play Auburn. I think Auburn was the 2 seed.
Yeah, the winner's playing. The winner's playing a Bruce Pearl team and all. It was cool. I mean, and the environment was awesome, and there were a lot of Auburn fans in the building, and it was neat. I mean, and that was Thursday. And when you get into the quarterfinals and you get like, you know, Alabama, Kentucky, or games like that, man, it feels special.
New Orleans needs a renovation. That arena is not in good shape.
That's putting it nicely.
The blender is not awesome right now.
Chase, they're having issues with the Superdome right now. The city is. I don't know if you've read up on that.
I mean,
and look, they're having a hard time getting people to go to Pels games. I can't. My company. I don't think they renewed this year, but last year we had like a private suite for Pels games that they give out to employees. I had a hard time finding people to go last year.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken Carson back in the day to some Pels games when the Thunder were there, when other teams were there. It's fine. It's not that I felt unsafe, but there's nothing really around it. You know, it's not like Oklahoma City, man. You walk out of the building and there's restaurants and stuff, hotels, really nice, right there. It's not in the greatest part of New Orleans.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
I tell people all the time that are
you can walk from there over. It's no problem. What are you doing?
You know,
it's probably fine.
No, look, I always tell people, if they're visiting New Orleans, do not go anywhere near Bourbon Street. Just go to the Warehouse District. If you were trying to go out for dinner or to grab drinks, do not go anywhere near Bourbon Street.
In all honesty, like it is the Stark thing that is frankly depressing for somebody like me that likes New Orleans so much, is that there are places that 10, 12 years ago we would have walked night or day and never thought a thing about it. And where we Uber to now and don't walk, and even pretty short trips, not even at night, is changed dramatically in the last 10 years. Yeah, I mean, we were walking, Tulane last year for football, and it wasn't staying far away. We were going to dinner at GW Finn's, and my buddy was like, hey, don't walk over there. I'll come get you. And I was like, whoa, that's a place we would never even thought about not walking.
And he's a New Orleanian.
I'm born and raised.
Yeah,
so, I mean, for him to go, no, don't do that. You went, okay, got it. I'm not. So, yeah.
It's to the point where I told my friends, I was like, hey, if we do a New Orleans trip, that's fine. Because, it's an hour away. It's pretty convenient as far as getting in. The traffic, has gotten better. I'll say that, coming in from Mississippi. But I've straight up told them I will not be anywhere near Bourbon Street at night anymore.
And you're much safer on Bourbon than you are a block off, frankly, depending on the direction you're going. I mean, at least Bourbon has a ton of people.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that normally get in a lot of trouble in the quarter, it's when they, for some reason, walk 3 blocks the other way. Mm-hmm. And there's just nobody there.
And they're by themselves.
That's the problem. Don't ever do that. Like, that's where you get into a mess. If you're actually on Bourbon, you're probably okay.
The night Ole Miss played Baylor in the Sugar Bowl, I got separated from my friends, and I made that mistake, and it almost ended badly.
Yeah, I mean, part of it's just me getting older, but I've changed my itinerary a good bit for down there on what it looks like.
We might be going down this year for the Sugar Bowl. Might be down there for a week.
There you
go. Would you rather go to the Sugar Bowl or the Cotton?
How many people if they were in the Sugar Bowl this year?
I'd rather go to the Sugar Bowl. Now I will be very ready to get out of there when I'm done. But yeah, I can see a lot of people. Yeah, 100%. Sure. I mean, but no, as far as the bowls being run, Dallas does a much better job. The Cotton Bowl's much better run.
Yeah,
than the Sugar Bowl.
If you told me, hey, we got a work week in either Cotton Bowl or Sugar, as much as Cotton. I love New Orleans,
it's Cotton.
I'm going to the Cotton Bowl.
The only comparison to the Cotton is Atlanta.
Yeah. They do a great job.
Those are the two.
Yeah, they're awesome.
The Sugar Bowl only win from a media standpoint over the Cotton Bowl is the dinner after the game. They give you like this huge buffet thing, and it's really well done.
All right,
but
Pete, would you do Peach if you had offered a week in Atlanta or a week in Dallas, working playoff game stuff? Which would you rather do?
Dallas.
Really?
Yeah, Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know that I have to think about that.
I think I would too. The Peach Bowl does a phenomenal
They do.
job.
They're both great.
Yeah.
There's no loser there.
No. You guys don't care about this. This is just inside baseball stuff. But the media stuff for those
Dallas
two
or Jacksonville. Whew. I mean,
you know what though? Jacksonville tried real hard.
Except you had to walk back and thought you were going to get like gang busted a few times, but otherwise.
Well, my mistake was that I had done that.
Drunk guy run up on Neal.
Yeah, I had done that walk and run in the daytime in Jacksonville for a couple of days, and so I was like, "Oh, I got this." And it was a little different at night.
Yeah, Tupelo, I do. I think the Cotton Bowl is the best bowl for media. I do nationally. Now, I've never covered Fiesta.
It was really good, but it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Cotton Peach, man, it's two elite sprinters going at it. I mean, it is. I don't know. It's
the Cotton
it's
has
so
felt
close.
a little better about like when you want something kind of random, they find a way to say yes.
Yeah, like if the Mavericks are in town and you're like, "Hey, could I get Mavericks tickets?" They're like, "How many you need?"
I mean, back in
We'll
the day,
figure
they'd
it
give
out.
you a suite. We literally would
We
sit
had
in
a
suites.
suite at a Mavericks game.
Yeah, and I've seen Stars games from suites.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
In Dallas.
Now the Peach Bowl, what they do is like they make it where literally if you decided that you just did not want to leave the hotel for whatever reason for 6 days, you didn't have to.
Well, I mean, we've told this story. And it's the two things they did. It was in 14, the two deals were number one, they brought out liquor because TCU had brought nobody there from a media standpoint.
Nobody.
They brought out all these fists and handles of liquor and was like, would y'all please drink this? You can make to-go cups. We're going to drive you everywhere you have to go. Please drink this so it gets gone. And then I think I've told this, and I'm not gonna out the media member, but we went to a really nice tasting dinner one night. We come back and we're all hammered in the hospitality room at the Peach Bowl, and one of the people in our party was very hungry. And the Peach Bowl, and it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. They brought in catering trays of chicken and pork and green beans and potatoes at 1 in the morning and just put them in the hospitality room.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nutty.
It's crazy.
And then they have Chick-fil-A sandwiches sitting everywhere. Like, it's the damnedest thing you've ever seen. There's Chick-fil-A everywhere.
Yeah,
that's a great drunk meal too.
It was everywhere.
They were everywhere. I mean,
those bags of waffle chips. You'd see them in your sleep. There was just those little bags of waffle chips all over the place in that place. Yeah. So anyway, yep.
So last thing before I hang up, I want to run this by y'all and just get y'all's opinion on it. So someone posted it on the board I saw right before I called in. Apparently, insiders for Penn State posted on, I don't know if it was the Rivals or 247 board, that Kiffin does not like the fact that his name's being floated. At least that's how I read it. He does not like that his name's being floated already for the Penn State job.
Do you know the average temperature in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania? That dude puts on a parka when it goes below 80.
I mean, he moves spring practices inside when the temperatures drop below 75.
Not a chance in hell.
I mean, it's just not happening.
No, I know that. I know that. So Penn State is going to hire Matt Rule, I think.
Yes. I wrote this on Sunday, Vibe, and I don't know if you saw it, but I wrote on Sunday that Penn State is going to float names. They're going to float names, A, as favors to agents, and B, as cover to buy them time. And they're going to float Kiffin's name. They floated Drinkwitz's name a lot this week. Those guys aren't going there. I mean, you know, they're just not. Both Lane and Eli are both going to get huge raises in the next 2 months or less. I mean, they're going to get monster raises. And
you think Drink would consider Florida?
Well, this is where I'm going with this. I think
maybe.
James Franklin is going to be the head coach at Florida. I
Did you mispronounce Auburn?
Or Auburn.
I kind of think.
Okay, so I'm wrong.
No. I'm not saying you're wrong at all.
I think you're kind of right about Florida. Maybe. I mean, look, there's a lot still has to happen. I mean, you know, who would want the Auburn job? What does Auburn want to do?
Does John want the Auburn job?
Who?
John.
Summerall? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether John could get it.
Kane, would they even entertain offering Kane Womack?
I doubt it. I would if you told me that if you told me that Kane Womack got an SEC job this cycle, I would tell you it was Arkansas.
Okay, because I want to get y'all's takes on who's going to be the head coach of Arkansas, Auburn, and Florida?
It's too early
next
to it's
season?
too early to say at Arkansas because it all hinges on whether Yurichek's still the AD. I personally don't think he will
Have
be.
they not fired him yet?
Nope.
Not yet. But I mean, it's just.
But that's coming.
I think so. It's just week 7. So who makes that hire? What does Kentucky do? I mean, John's got some emotional attachment to Kentucky if it were to open. That doesn't mean that he would take it.
Yeah, but they can't compete in football.
Who knows?
Like they could have 6 years ago. Me and you talked about that last week.
Yeah, I mean, unless but you never know. I mean, who knows what it's going to look like? It only takes a couple of boosters to get super involved, and next thing you know, you've got the funding to do it. It's why I don't these not this isn't directed at you, but these sweeping statements about anybody can't do whatever. Maybe. I mean, look, the 16 SEC jobs are really good jobs. They're really good jobs. You're going to have full rev share, and you're going to have NIL. You're going to have fans that are involved. You're going to have corporate. I mean, there's different levels, but those are good jobs. Like the people that are doing the whole Rhett Lashley would never leave. I'm not sure I buy it based on what I hear. I mean, like I don't know that I buy that. And so, coaches are going to say the right thing in the middle of October. We'll see. We're not to the point where you got to really make a decision yet. Like, hell, Matt Rule might decide to stay at Nebraska. He's got a really good gig there. He's really happy. They've got 6 weeks to figure that out. I mean, that's the risk you take when you can your coach in October is all your targets, the people that the places where your targets are at have a chance to lock people up, as you saw today with Signetti.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. So I grew up a UF fan. My grandpa went to UF, and their fans are just so damn adamant and have been so adamant about Kiffin the past year.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chase has said it a million times. The only 2 long-term successful football coaches they have ever had, Steve Spurrier, Urban Meyer. That's a hell of a short list.
Guys that would win anywhere. So, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
they ran Dan Mullen off after he won the SEC East the year before. They ran Jim McElwain off after he went to Atlanta 2 years in a row. It's a weird fan base.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had someone caution me today about, hey, be careful about just completely ruling out Florida. I mean, I did. I mean, in all fairness, I did. I had someone, tell me that. So I don't buy it, at least not yet. I mean, that could change. And if it does, I'll openly tell you that I'm starting to change on it. But right now, I don't really see it.
Yeah. Me neither. But all right, guys, appreciate y'all taking the call.
Right,
have a great weekend.
It's interesting if Georgia Tech made the playoff, where could Brent Key suddenly get in line at? He'd make sense at Auburn.
He would.
Which rain flavor are you gonna pop when I leave here in a few minutes? Which one you gonna open up?
No.
About 6:30, 6:15. Pop you a rain.
No.
Woo!
I thought about taking one in the car tomorrow.
Yeah.
And just being jacked.
Because like I said, those aren't the leaded ones. I mean, the unleaded ones. That's the leaded.
No, that's the
whole shebang.
That's the full diesel right there.
There are more drop-off options than luck.
Hello?
Hey, who do we have?
Hey, guys, it's Thomas in Austin. How are y'all?
What's
Good,
up, Thomas? How are you? How's Austin?
I'm in an autonomous vehicle, and I think I'm going to live.
Oh.
I'm excited for you. I love those things.
Oh, what a play that was. Goodness gracious.
How is it obeying every traffic rule like completely by the book?
No, there's no right on reds.
Okay.
But it did merge fairly, not aggressively, but I will say assertively.
Okay.
It merged into traffic.
But that's safer than merging
person,
unaggressively, actually. So yeah, that's good. People don't get that, but
when there was when there was a person making a left it jumped in the right lane and passed him.
Oh,
which I thought was nice.
wow.
And you know, and you didn't have the Uber driver trying to make polite conversation with you.
That's the best part.
That is
nice.
Don't
That
have
is
to
good.
do the, hey, what do you do? How are you?
Yeah.
Having a good day? Would you like a water?
Yeah.
Here's some phone chargers. Or the ones that have like their seats wrapped in plastic with all the rules up. It's like, why are you even doing this?
Yeah.
You don't
Come
like
on.
people? What are you doing?
It's like the Nick Saban Verbo commercial.
Yes. Like, no. No. Good.
No showers more than 3 minutes. This is not a spa.
Do they stay off highways for the most part?
Yes. It looks like that, judging by the route, and I'm not from Austin. I'm here for the Formula One race this weekend.
Oh, cool.
But judging by the route, it just took as many long straights as it could and turned as little as it could.
Oh. I wonder if that added to your time on your route, though. Okay, sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Are you in downtown Austin for the Formula One?
I'm staying. Yeah, I'm on the. I'm going to say this. I'm just on the east side of Mopac.
Okay.
Not quite in downtown.
What's on your mind? What's going on?
Well, I didn't know if hand race guys had ever been done from a driverless Uber. I figured I'd call in.
No, I'm
and
very
give the
excited about it.
report.
I don't think it has.
I tried to run one down in Atlanta and couldn't find one. That was was half the problem when I just got in the abductor's vehicle that night. Like I couldn't find a Waymo. Well, it was Beyonce was there, and they had all the freaking roads shut down, so there was no way to get around anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you had to walk like 7 blocks to this cab station and then do this. And I was like, no, I'm got flustered, had somewhere to be, didn't have a Waymo waiting.
I will say this. With Formula One being in town, the Austin's a madhouse. It's not designed for people, and obviously Texas has the SEC powerhouse of Kentucky in town this weekend.
No, that's in Lexington.
That's in Lexington because it's Catter Day.
Oh, it's in Lexington?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Then
How
all
many
these Longhorn
people
fans
will
must
be
here
at the
for
Formula
room
One
for cars.
race?
They do about 100,000 a day, and it's 3 days.
Wow.
It's out at the Circuit of the Americas, which is a fairly big venue. They do music acts following. Friday's somebody who I don't listen to. Saturday's Garth Brooks, and Sunday's Turnpike Troubadours, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, the town's fixing the bus. There's lots of race fans here,
Never been to Austin.
and lots of
I've only
Longhorns.
been one time.
Yeah, never been to Austin. I don't know it.
Ole Miss played there in 13.
The
That
marathon
sounds
there
right.
gets a lot of runners.
Is that right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's kind of like a second tier
All right,
marathon.
fellas, I'll let you go.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate you.
Enjoy the ride.
The main marathon was the Sunday that we were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept thinking about all those people that had scheduled the main marathon thinking they'd be running in 50-degree weather. And the high that day was 80.
They're in trouble.
And I was like, you guys.
They're in trouble.
That's where you cancel. You hit the cancel button.
I mean, that's people. I get asked all the time why I don't run in New Orleans, and that's the reason is you don't know what the weather's going to do that day. You can't predict it, and you're in a swamp, and
if it's hot,
you're done.
No, you're done.
Just go to the bar.
Not doing it.
G-Man says a lot of hills in Austin for the marathon.
Oh, nope, that's an out.
No, you get the same medal everybody else does. Hills, flat.
I'd love to run one more, but I don't think I could do it. But if I did it, I'd probably go do Chicago.
You do it again?
If I'd pick
You don't want to see a different place?
I would be more concerned about my body.
Because I have Chicago on my list just because I haven't done
Flat.
it. But I know, yeah.
Lots of people. You're not going to get bored.
Yeah. I get it.
Like grandma's, there were some times there where it was just you.
It's like the people keep telling me, hey, you like Disney, go run the Disney Marathon. I'm like, it's off in the middle of nowhere for like half of it. You're just running through the freaking...
And Orlando's hot.
It's in January, but still.
Still, you can get a hot day in January.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the Disney Marathon does nothing for me from a route standpoint. That's
they take you out to middle of...
I think one in Boston would be... I mean, I understand I can't run the Boston Marathon,
yeah.
but just a marathon in Boston would be...
Yeah.
They have others. It's not just one. I'd have to raise a lot of money to get into the Boston Marathon because we ain't qualifying.
Brand new... What kind of gas station in Oxford? Oxford, Alabama.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be passing through.
Oh, gotcha.
tomorrow. Thought I'd stop at Dega, see some of the qualifying.
I mean, you know the way around.
Yeah, I am not stopping.
Go
at
see your
Dega.
boys. There's a race. Is it through like Sequoias or somewhere in California? It's like the fastest in the country,
Oh, really?
and it's all through like all the forest stuff
Oh,
out there.
so shaded. the
Apparently
whole
pretty
time.
cool.
Probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I say it's really, really, really fast.
Tell you what's not.
The Big Sur.
No, sir.
And it's not fast or cool.
They should call that the No Sir Marathon. God almighty. It still hurts thinking about it.
PTI talking about the calories Lane Kiffin question today.
I'm surprised that one took off the way that it did.
I am too.
A little bit. I mean, I was just kind of being silly. And next thing you know. Hey, who do we have?
Hey, y'all, it's Mark Columbus.
What's up,
Calling
Mark?
to buy grind some time.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Oh?
Well, how bad you beating Bama on Saturday? What are you thinking? Like 38-13, 34-20? What are we doing?
No, we're losing.
Rocky Top.
We're losing. 38. We lose 38-28. I think we'll put some points up, but
So you think Bama covers?
we're not slowing them down, man.
I kind of like Tennessee to lose in a close one.
Yeah. I think it's. I'm not gonna bet it. But yeah, because we're not good, man. Like we're just not. Like the SEC, the SEC play, the offense is kind of taking a nosedive if you're looking like deep into the statistics and stuff.
You lit up
And
the
that includes the
Razorbacks.
Georgia game.
What'd y'all have? 500 yards of offense against the Hogs? I mean, you're fixed.
Yeah, it scored 31 points against an absolute corpse of a defense that, quite like I think you said it, quite frankly, just does not have SEC bodies on the defensive line. Like,
Yeah, their DL's bad. Their linebackers are okay.
But there's a real world where you only lose one more time.
Oh yeah,
I mean the schedule is very favorable the rest of the
playoff.
way. I think you're on the playoff.
That's been my reasoning behind, like, look, this team needs to make the playoffs. We have Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Arkansas on our schedule. You only have to go 3-2 in the other 5 SEC games. Like, I don't think it's asking a lot. Maybe it is, but
Your toughest game the rest of the way is either Vanderbilt at home or at Florida.
Oklahoma at home, maybe.
Yeah,
No,
it's at home though.
Vanderbilt's very capable of coming into Neal Stadium and running us up a flagpole, man. Like very capable.
Oklahoma?
Against that defense.
Oh,
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
They can come in, like, they'll probably be, it's late in the year, so that's usually when their depth is taking a hit. But,
It actually feels like
why would
9-3
people have
for
an
Tennessee. It feels like a loss in there somewhere.
I don't think we're not winning this weekend. Like,
I know. I've got you losing this weekend and
I'd be
again. I think
shocked.
it's a
I'd be
9-3
shocked.
balls team.
I think we're about to see Aguilar kind of exposed here. But, while Nico's out performing miracles in Los Angeles. And your guys is like your guess, and I know it's not source. I know you're going through a thought exercise.
Well,
Please let that happen.
I mean,
Nico playing for Lane. Please let it happen. Please.
I mean, I will say that
my fan base's head will explode.
I will say that I've heard it.
That was one of the names that was floated with some legitimacy.
Yeah, it was not just a thought exercise. It was a name that I have absolutely heard.
There had been some early kicking of tires of several players just in case.
Lane brought him in high school.
Yeah, he did.
He'd win the Heisman under Lane. Well, he could win the Heisman under Lane. A kid's got a lot of ability.
Yeah, he does.
Now, could you keep his dad out in L.A.? Be a key thing to keep his dad away, but
that's practice.
Please, I want that to happen so bad. I can't tell you. The Tennessee fan base's heads would collectively explode.
If you were an Ole Miss fan, would you want Nico or Lagway?
In that offense,
yeah,
probably Nico.
Okay.
I think he's good, man. Like, see, here's the thing about him. Last year, when they walked off the field at Ohio State after getting their skulls caved in, like, not one person in the Tennessee fan base said anything like, well, we need to cut him loose, get somebody else. Not one. It was all, okay, he needs to get a little better, and they got to get him some help.
Yeah.
And then when he pulled what he pulled and left, now it's, oh, he was terrible. But he held him back. Like okay, your narrative changed there a little bit. Like, I would like to have seen what he looked like in the second year of Heupel's offense and these receivers, because their receivers were much better this year than they were last year. I'd like to have seen it.
Who was the kid I saw? Who was the kid that started at Florida, had the issue with Napier? I saw him in Vegas. I think he's at Sacramento State or something now. What's his name? Rashada.
Jaden Rashada.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he and Rashada were the first two huge pay a high school kid a bunch of money / recruits, and both have kind of had what's the word? Not bust, but
struggles. Yeah, they've had struggles
in their college career.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And so Cignetti's locked up.
Yep. 8 years.
I'll tell you what I'd
I think he's locked up. I think that's it.
If I'm Michigan, if I'm Michigan, I would have tried to get rid of Sharon Moore and hired him.
Everything I've heard is he's good. He likes it there. Tyler knows him, obviously. Quick U is Indiana's a Quick U client. Tyler's been on the Cignetti thing for a while.
He's been a fan.
Been a fan for a bit. He says that they are one organized program. Yeah, it's 8 years, $93 million.
Alabama for a minute, right?
Yeah, he was at Alabama for a minute. 8 years, $93 million is fully guaranteed if they fire him without cause.
Fully.
Yeah, he's gone. He's there.
Nice having Mark Cuban writing checks.
Oh, yeah, they did get. Yeah, they got Cuban to write one finally. Cignetti's what it took.
Everybody loves winning.
They're legit, man. They're
real. They are a contender.
I don't think they're beating Ohio State, but I don't think anybody's beating Ohio State. But
I tend to agree. But they're in the. I mean, they're. They might get 2 shots at them.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Did you say that Arvell Reese was mocked to the Saints, Chase?
That's correct. He was. Yes.
You guys seen that kid?
I mean, just in passing.
6'5", 250, runs like 4.5.
The Saints can ruin him, Mark. I promise you that. The Saints can mess him up.
We're going to take a guard.
That kid's
we'll take a guard.
He's an absolute freak show, man. Absolute freak. He's like
so was Zion Williamson. Look what happened.
They got 3 of the top 5 players in the sport that the Ohio State team's got.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joke. What's going to happen this weekend in Athens? I bet Ole Miss. But
did you really?
Did you bet the money line or the points?
And I bet the over.
Okay.
I took 7, and now I'm probably going to add a little bit at 7.5, and I got over 54. I think both offenses have some distinct advantages.
Yeah, and I just think if it gets into the over range, it really favors Georgia. That puts a lot of pressure on Ole Miss to keep scoring, and that's a lot on the road.
Neal and I actually like Georgia by 7 to 10.
Yeah, I had Georgia by 10.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing with Ole Miss is that Ole Miss has played with fire a few times this year, and if they keep playing with fire, and they've played with fire in exactly half of their games, at some point you are going to get burned.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't project. Look, same for Tennessee. I mean, it doesn't project all that well when you're only beating Arkansas by a single possession, or
I mean, Kentucky was one possession for the majority of the game.
State.
I mean, Kentucky was a fourth quarter game, man. And I mean, I'm not doing all that. I'm not. I mean,
it's not bashing Ole Miss. It's just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia should have lost to Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and look, my team. We scored 13 offensive points in 58 minutes in Starkville. So, mean, I hear what you're saying, but like that's why I'm down on Tennessee is because the last 2 weeks have been, we're in coin flip games against two of the bottom three teams in the league. Like that doesn't. I don't like the sound of it.
The weird thing about Arkansas, right, is because Tennessee's done it now, Ole Miss has done it now, where you played with fire against them, is that, I mean, there's a world where if they just had a little more of a pulse on defense, they have a completely different record. They're a pretty good offensive team statistically. I mean, they're just.
Oh, the QB's a stud.
He's a terrific player, and they've got two good running backs. I mean, and I can't ever think of the kid's name. The one receiver that runs a lot of crossing routes. I can't think of his name. He's a pretty good player. I mean, he makes plays. I mean, they're not. You have to be a little careful if you're Ole Miss, if you're Tennessee, going, well, we almost lost to them because we gave up a bunch of points. Well, they beat Memphis. They just beat themselves in the process. I mean, they're good enough to score on a lot of people. So, I don't know. You got to be a little careful with the whole bottom of the SEC. I'm talking to myself right now. The whole bottom of the SEC thing because, I mean, except Kentucky, they suck. And for whatever reason, Kentucky has a number on Lane. Like, they play Lane well, period. They just do multiple times now. But I think you got to be careful with Mississippi State, with Arkansas, those teams. Yes, they're bottom of the SEC, but those are not bad football teams. They have bad units. Like Arkansas's defense is abysmal, but they're not a horrible football team because offensively they can stay in games. They've proven it. They've stayed in some games.
Are they bad on defense because they weren't going to give Pittman a bunch of NIL money?
Yeah.
They're saving it for the next coach? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, precisely. That's what the coaching profession believes.
They just weren't going to give them the money.
Yeah, that they had some big donors there who apparently indicated that they would give, but they weren't going to give to Pittman. And I'm not sure they'll give if Juracek's there, which is why I think he's about to fall. But there's money there. It's like at a lot of places. I mean, a lot of places in the SEC, there's money, there's fans, there's people who care. It's like the whole Kentucky's going to punt on football thing. It's like, no, they're not. They're not just going to punt on football. It's too big. Now, you got to figure it out.
Still figure resources out.
You got to figure it out, but they're not just going to go, oh, screw it. We'll take our 8 losses every year and spend it on basketball. It's just not true.
They said today that Kentucky's spending $22 million on the basketball roster.
That
was Field of Six. Like that was Jeff Goodman reporting that.
I know.
I mean, that was I don't know how legitimate it is, but it's more legitimate than CatsIllustrated.com. I mean,
I know someone who was not embedded with them, but I've seen them practice a few days, and they say that is one loaded roster. That is one hell of a talented basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
That they can really do anything. They don't have a weakness.
Who's Ole Miss got in their secret scrimmage? Houston, you said?
Yeah, Houston's a secret though. Shh.
Oh, okay.
Be quiet.
Can't tell anybody. Yeah, we're playing Ohio State. Actually,
secretly, you're not.
They say the cement kid is just a freak show.
Yeah, I
cement kid for.
Yeah, I knew some people that were involved in kind of his recruiting, and they loved that kid. Loved him.
Yeah. When's basketball start again? Oh, like 2 weeks. Good.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
November 3rd is Ole Miss's first regular season game. St. Mary's in an exhibition next Sunday in Oxford.
I know people like Tennessee. They're all mad at me because I'm saying look, make the playoff, or I just don't care. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna care if they're playing Nebraska down in Orlando. I'm not even gonna watch it. I bring on basketball at that point. You're not in the playoff. I know this is going to sound bad, Ole Miss, but how many Ole Miss fans cared about that game against Duke?
Not many.
That game meant nothing.
No, there weren't a lot of people there at all.
Actually, I was actually very surprised. The players must have, they played it very hard in that game. They went after it, and good for Lane for having that good of a culture.
Yeah,
but nobody cared.
No, Ole Miss did not take a lot of people to that game at all. I mean, it was pretty empty on that night. Yeah.
I mean, it is Jacksonville, but
They just got back in time for Lindenwood
well,
the
maybe
next day in
I'll
basketball. It was fine.
What's that?
They got back in time for Lindenwood for
Hopefully I'll
basketball
wait.
the next day.
Hopefully I burn up enough time for Brian to get on here.
Yeah,
I'll
appreciate
talk to
hearing
y'all.
from you. Good luck
this
with
weekend, guys.
good luck with the Tide this
Yep.
weekend.
Thanks, Mark.
Holler at us next week.
Good luck, guys.
Well, Grind, if you're calling, you need to hustle up,
Because
my
we
guy,
are
'cause
we
about
are
to-
we
we're
are
about to-
ready.
We're shutting this thing down because it's been a week, and
We started early,
I
and now
gotta
we're not going to
drive.
really finish early. So.
Yeah, we're about to shut it down. I can almost feel the heat coming from downstairs.
Okay.
You can feel some
briskness.
I understand.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, this is it. Last one. You're last up here on hand raise, guys. You there, caller?
Hey, this is Stephen Greenville.
Hey, Steve, what's
so
up?
to sum up the show tonight, Chase says Lane's leaving for Florida.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And secondly, I got a marathon for you to run, Neal. I think you can do this.
Oh.
All right.
All right. It's the Marathon de Medoc. It's in France.
Oh.
It consists of 23 wine tastings,
Oof.
50 orchestras, and you end on the 38th kilometer with a oyster tasting.
Oh.
It's the longest marathon in the world.
I don't know, Steve. That sounds
Yeah, 23 wineries.
Mm.
It's through Bordeaux.
No, not wineries, wine tasting. They set up booths.
Yeah,
Instead of
wine
water,
stop.
they give
Sorry,
you wine
yes,
to
that's
drink.
correct. Yeah. There's zero pressure to finish fast, it says, however.
Yeah, well, I would hope so.
Yeah, if, you need somebody to carry you, they'll arrange it.
Yeah, oysters and cheese on the route. Oh, God. I mean, I love oysters, but I can't think of a less pleasing thing to be eating 20 miles into a run than oysters.
No. I mean,
the only thing might be comparable is like a fried chicken liver. Like that might be it.
I mean,
because you get that iron taste in your mouth.
Yeah,
oh,
you're not enjoying yourself at that point.
You're not enjoying the wine.
No.
23 wine stops.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You'd be sloshed.
You'd rather do that than that Taco Bell one they put on the board yesterday.
Yeah.
Have to eat all the different Taco Bell items through an ultra marathon, 31 miles.
My favorite pair of running shorts are white, Chase. So no.
Oh, they really?
That would not go well.
Okay. There's ice cream mid race too. This is a good one, Steve. I like this. I have not seen this before.
You know what, Steve? I'll have to think about that for a few years, and then I'll get back to you.
The way I found out about it is one of the women at my church, her husband went and did it.
Oh.
I'd like to get him on the show. Can you arrange that, Steve? I'd love to talk to him.
I can ask. He's a state fan, so
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're not talking about football. I want to talk about the run.
But he said it was a unique experience, and he didn't train for it.
Oh.
He said you're basically walking towards the end.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
How long does this take? I got 23 stops, and we're not really trying to run for time.
I'm guessing
all day.
I'm guessing a day.
Yeah, all day. Wow. Okay.
So it's 8,500 people is the average that do it every year.
Well, Neal will get on that. He'll wear a GoPro. Yeah. He'll get us hooked up. Let us know how it goes. Yeah, I've got the website up. Marathon de Medoc. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. MEDOC.
That's probably close, Medoc.
It's fine.
Meadow.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Meadows.
Yeah. We're all good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you about
Appreciate
that.
it, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
All right.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. All right, take it easy. Bye.
All right, boys and girls, we're going to wrap it there. We'll be finished up. A lot of content up on the site. A lot of content at MPW Digital. We'll have more coming your way tomorrow. And then, of course, on Saturday, I'll be in Athens, good Lord willing. And I'll have content from Sanford. Chase will be hosting the MPW Digital postgame show presented by Realtree. I'll hop on that as quickly as I can, and we'll recap Ole Miss and Georgia and, frankly, start to turn the page one way or the other to Ole Miss at Oklahoma.
Yeah, post-game show following the game with a possibility of somewhere in the fourth quarter and early if it is tight at that point. So we'll let you know. We'll put it out on the board and all the social channels. So we'll see where it goes.
Have a great weekend, everyone. If you're driving, be safe. We will talk to you again on Saturday. Until then, take care.